ihe donu ndụ n'ude na ya ha ebunye anyị ngwanụgụ ude na anaghị ebu ihe donu ndụ n'ude na agaghị erinye anyị ọka aka obi jee n'ụmụ n'ụzọ agwa ndụ nke eme ka ịhụnanya ngwanụ na nkwachi siri ike mgbago onye na-adụghị ike ahịa ha azụnye nkwachi ike isi egbe nwa ndị izu ọgụ na ogene ka ị na-achọ dị ịgwa m gbakọpụta otu onye na-ekpere arụsị wee bụrụ otu onye na-agọ mmụọ ka ijebe gịnị ka jigbo ebube edikegedechigbo ntị akwa ebe ọ tụrụ ọgụ akwa ebu udo bụ akwa ịmụ na ọgba achawa n'orube mgbe ekwe ji ahụ na akwa ebu ka ịgbahigewe na nkwachi yo ka ijebe okeke nwa n'ọnwa ndị anyị che ndị aja agụ ka ijebe aja mkpata n'ụzọ akwa aja mkpọta ọkwado aja ike na ogbo onye ọma ka ijebe asị ndị ụkwụba mgbajara aghara aghara na ihe ọdata aka ọ daba ka ịhụnanya ọkwa bụ nwa bụ detukwe ka ibe anyị yo ka ijebe akwara bụ nke nwoke egwu oyibo ọjụ ike aha ya eji wee je nkwachi ọya ndị mkpọkụcha ụzọ akụọ ya mkpọnụkwu ije traditional doctor maazị Okeke Anụ HOK ikuku ije ọ dị ohimirido n'azụ ụlọ onye ajụjụ eji ọnụ uche si isi onye zụọ mmadụ onwe mmadụ oke nọ n'ezi oyi owere okwe oke ọma ihe dịgo mmadụ kwachigo mma ịma na agụcha ma agụghị ma anụ onye iro Chifsa Ogbonna Prince Ikechukwu JP KSN eze urutu na ndị izu a trusted ego ndọwa na China Statistics, President, Great Best Friends International Club, President, Imo United na China, kedu maka Oriakụ highly respected Lady Peace Akudo Ogbonna Ugobe Ebube nwanyị ọma ọ na-eme ihe kwuru ihe akwụdebie ọka o si mee maazị Anayo mmụọ na-eke agba ego nkịtị na South Africa D&D Oil and Gas ọkaigwe n'aka na-arịta na ihe mmadụ hụ n'ahụ ruo n'ahụ dị chọgharịa ya Haiti Ikechukwu Ifeanyị Chukwu Awazie
Yeah. Igbo mma mmanụ, Igbo ṅụọnụ, Igbo kachanụ. Ọ ya dịla ụmụ Igbo na mma. Ọ Maazị Ezumezu na-ekwu eke enwe ekwensu. Asị m ụtụtụ ọma na efe ọma na mgbede ọma nọ efelechi ọma nọ wee were ebe isi anụrụ ọnụ anyị. Asị m ndị mbụ ndị egede gọziwe unu, gọziwe my fans. Ndị bụ ndị egede gọziwe nwoke nenene m, gọziwe nwaanyị nenene m. Ọ ya dịrị anyị na mma. Anyị ya dịka echi na echi adịghị agwụ agwụ. Iwe ọma ka anyị na-ayọ. Anyị gbuo n'aka na igwe ọma, igbuo n'aka kpa iwe ọma, ndụ nka nka ọbara egbu anyị egbu onwe ya. Onye na-achụ anyị nye nwada, onye anyị achụ nye nwada, n'ihi na ọchụ nwa ọkụ nwada, nwa ọkụ nwa ọsọ. Asị m nke onye echi na-azie biko in any platform you are hearing my voice, please endeavor to hit the like button and share the program. It's very important. We are live at Ikechukwu Maazị Ezumezu. Please, if you are hearing my voice from there, please hit the like button and share the program. It's very important. If you are hearing my voice from Maazị Ezumezu, so please endeavor to share the program and follow me on the page. It's very important, please. And share our program. And we're also live at our YouTube. Our YouTube is growing. We are 100 and something. Our YouTube is growing. It's very good. It's very good. It's very impressive. A lot of people are watching us from YouTube. That is good. That shows that what we are doing is going. You know, we are saying the truth. Everybody likes truth. Everybody likes truth. But when you say something that connected to that person or related to that person, he or she will get mad. But I can make because if you are not following me on YouTube, please follow me on YouTube. Ikechukwu Ezumezu. It's very important, please. Follow me on YouTube. And today's program is going back to our roots. Going back to our roots. And if you want to come in, maybe when I finish or when I'm done, I can send the link. You can come in and contribute. It's going back to our root partly. And when we talk about going back to our root, people think it was only in Igbo land. No, it was across Africa. Across Africa. Across West Africa. Let me say across West Africa. The people are waking up. The people have realized that the Westerners that brought so-called religion for them is not the best. Whether it's Muslim or whether it's Christians, no, people are waking up. And so we are waking up too. The Igbo land, the Igbos are waking up too. Also, the Igbos are waking up. This is very, very important. Very, very important. And before we dive into our topic, I will play a voice from my leader, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, what he said. And it's very important. Like I always tell you guys that my freedom is the first. My freedom is the first, because without freedom, we can't talk about whether any religion you belong to. And for me, I do not belong to any religion, but I'm practicing spirituality. Spirituality can but my freedom is first. And when we have our motherland, flag as Biafra, the constitution of the land, the constitution will supersede every other thing. Every other thing, be you Christian, be you Muslim, be you traditionalist, everything, the constitution will supersede. This is what's happening across Europe and in America, and in Canada, and in Australia. Constitution will supersede. So not in Nigeria, they tell you Nigeria is a secular state or whatever, but at the end of the day, religion Muslim was pronounced in your constitution. How many times? Sharia was also pronounced in Nigeria constitution. How many times? No, this is not what we're going to practice when we have Biafra. So today's topic is going back to our roots. going back to that. First of all, I have a couple of videos I'm going to play because in my program, I love to play videos to prove what I'm saying. So, but the first video we are going to listen today will be no other person from Oramadike 1 of Biafra land, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are going to hear his teaching, what he said about. Okay, let's listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Is more important than the Bible, is more important than the Quran. It is the most important document that governs how people exist in a society. Very, very critical. Do you know that has worse? Every Sunday they go to church and give whatever little they have to a scammer, to a fraudster, telling them rubbish about the coming kingdom of heaven. That he himself talking about it doesn't even know if it exists or not. He has a private jet. He has mansions all over the world. He builds schools, not to help the poor, but to enrich his family and his lineage. Do you see how foolish a black man is? But that man scamming you every Sunday and every Wednesday of your hard-earned money is not a thief. He's not a fraud. He's not a criminal. Do you know why? Because he promised you something you can never see, which is heaven. Because nobody has ever been to heaven. I buried my parents on the 14th. My mom hasn't come to me to say, oh, I'm in heaven and I'm having fun here. No. No one has been to heaven and back to tell us what it looks like. So the only reason why these men are flying about in their private jets is because they promised you something that no one has seen in the history of humanity. Heaven. Are you following? Are you listening to this very gospel? Now, that is number one. Number two, will your daddy GOs stuck? No. The only thing that concerns them is how do we send them a code to bring tithe and offering? I bought palliative of what above what I have? 50 million I spent on palliative. Or should I say IPOB spent at my direction? Or at my instigation. Compare that to what your pastors have. The criminals deceiving you. I wanted to go to church on Sunday and say, Pastor, why do we come to church every day? He say, hey, you're a child of God. You want to go to heaven. You're going to heaven. After this, I'm going to heaven. Then they ask him, Pastor, if we're all going to heaven, why do you need a private jet? Why don't you, when we get to heaven, we all have fun? Why here on this earth? And hear what the animal will tell you. Because they're all liars. And deceivers and cheats. So you don't know? I'm asking them to, okay, show us heaven then. Give us a map of heaven. You're asking me for a road map. Show me a map of heaven. How many rooms are there? Describe the garden. He doesn't know. But he's here every Wednesday. You give him money. Every Sunday you pay your tithe. What is your reward? Tell me a 419 fraud that is greater than this one. A promise. 419 is promise. Oh, I promise to deliver this, but first of all, send me your money. I promise to send you an airport, but first of all, give me money. It's a promise. And how do you know what is a fraud? They promise you something, and without saying it, they will ask for money. Is that not what they do every Sunday? And that is not godliness. This evening I will teach you what is godliness. That's why I was asking for them to come. None of them agreed. Come, let me destroy them. I will just shred them to pieces. And their churches will be empty on Sunday. Maybe they're not that daft after all. I wanted one of them to show up. I promise that your churches will be empty. By the time I finish with you, your churches will be empty. That fraud you're committing every Sunday will come to an end. Now, they say clear conscience fears no accusation. And some have petitioned me to say, what you're saying and the way you're saying it is not all that great. Why don't you calm down a little bit or take it easy? Some people are good. I said, if your conscience is clear, then why are you panicking? I ask. If you have nothing to be afraid of, can you please tell me why you are panicking? Tell me why. They can't tell me. They cannot tell me. Now,
yeah, this is Mazin Nandi Kanu or Madike one. On where you this preaching on your own. Do you guys understand what our leader just said? You know, one thing I so much love about our leader is when he's preaching, he don't care who is by his right or who is by his left. He don't care if you are very close to him. He will just give the message straight the way they gave to him. All this preaching from our leader today is manifesting. When our leader was preaching, was telling us all this, he was sowing a seed. Today, that seed is germinating into so many of us across Nigeria, across West Africa. So, for those of you who are too emotional when they talk about religion, or when they talk about Christianity, or when they talk about any other religion, you're too emotional. You attach your emotion too much. One day, this program is not for you. Please step aside. This program is for those that can listen. It's for those that can focus. It's for those that can think. No? This program is for the hardcores. If you're an IPOB member, listen to me. This program is for you. This program is for those people that when they talk about the religion that connected to them, they will start going gaga. They will start talking out of emotion. No. So today, I Christianity, because I was once a Christian before I dropped that shenanigan, before I dropped that nonsense. I will say nonsense, no? And for those of you who are too emotional, when you saw people that are burning their Bible, you are starting learning cursing them. Why? Why? The Bible is their Bible. They bought the Bible with their own money. So why are you cursing them? I saw some video some weeks ago about an evangelist that burned his Bible and said, no, he's done with this thing. He's done with this book. And some people are letting curse on him. I asked why. The reason I asked why, when Christianity born our deity, do you guys lay curse on them? That you are telling them that what they are doing is good. When pastors, bishops go to a community and burn the deity, can we know about it? When some pastors, some bishops, some reverend fathers destroy people's way of worship, cutting trees, our ancestral trees, or when they lay curse on them, you guys have to stop. Anybody did the Bible there where walk, close your eye and walk out. Oh, Bible there. At a point, he have understood that this thing is making him or her so weak. Or did the property destroy here? You know, but not where you. The man need Zuzu. It is Zuzu. Matthias gbara nke ọkụ dayi ọ gbara ọkụ asị na ọ ya anwụ na ọ ya eme nke a na nke a eme ya. Go and see Matthias today. Go and see Matthias today. He's glowing. He's glowing. So, please take emotion out. Okay? If you have not come to realize that this Bible makes you so weak, and the Quran made them so hard, this is the plan. And they tell you that Virgin Mary, give birth to Jesus Christ. All those nonsense hack on a Bible. Today, do you know that story? That story of Jesus you are reading in the Bible, how he was born, was what happened in Africa 6,000 years ago. The story of Jesus, the one you call Jesus, was what happened in Africa when that was Kemet, before Africa. Kemet. 6,000 years ago. 6,000 years ago. Go and verify. I like when we say things here and you are not convinced and you don't believe what I'm saying, go and make a research before trying to exhibit your ignorance. If I walk whereby no one and you don't agree what we said, what you have to do, just go and verify. It's so important. It's very important. Go and verify. Go and make a research. Because I was once like you. I was once a Christian, and before I said no, I'm done, something happened to me, and nobody preached to me. Now, there is a second video I want to bring up here. Let's listen to this video. It's very important. Okay, let's listen.
Christianity and the Holy Trinity. So many centuries ago, thousands of years ago, Isis, Horus, and Osiris were thought of as a Holy Trinity by whom?
By the Greeks. The names Isis, Horus, and Osiris are Greek names. They're Greek names for African personalities. Now, we mentioned at the top of the show that I refer to myself as a memory recovery specialist. So let me just play that role for a second.
Please do.
We're here in Washington, D.C., and the most obvious symbol of the capital of the wealthiest and most powerful nation in human history is an object that is known as the Washington Monument.
Yes.
It stands in the geographical center of what was originally the 10-mile square of the capital of the United States of America. Now, that symbol is an ancient African symbol which represents the resurrection of an African king named Asar, whose name was later changed by the Greeks to Osiris. So that symbol is the oldest symbol of resurrection known to man. And I might add, Rock, that symbol was developed in Africa, principally in Kemet, the country that the Greeks renamed Egypt. That symbol is over 6,000 years old. And it represents a man, Asar, who was the founding father of Kemet, the nation of the black people. And Asar was murdered by his brother. His body was cut into a variety of pieces. One story says 14 pieces, and scattered throughout the land. Asar's wife, Aset, who's known as Isis to the Greeks, searched throughout the Nile River and found 13 of the 14 parts of Asar's body. She laid each of the pieces out and literally remembered her husband, washed his body with oils, wrapped his body in bandages, and created the first mummy in human history. And as she was about to bury her husband, she grieved, as any wife would grieve, because she was about to bury the man that she loved. She also grieved because According to the story that is over 6,000 years old, a story with plenty of documentation that I see every year when I travel to Egypt, Aset was also a virgin. And before she buried her husband, the spirit of her deceased husband, Asar, came and impregnated her. And then 9 months later, the virgin Aset gave birth to their son, Heru. Now, according to some versions of the story, Heru was born 6,000 years ago on December the 25th. So we have within the story of the founding Paris of ancient Kemet, Asar, Set, and Heru, the fundamental story that would later be incorporated into the Bible as the story of Jesus. And there are numerous parallels that, again, any person who is questioning what I'm saying, if they were to have a conversation with any trained priest or rabbi or bishop, someone who's going to divinity school, they know this story. And that is also the reason why you'll find this same symbol that looks like the Washington Monument. It was known originally as a tekken. We know it better by its Greek name, obelisk. They will find a tekken in the center of St. Peter's Square. So you have to ask the question, what is this African symbol of resurrection doing in the center of the Vatican? And why is it that every Easter Sunday, when the Pope stands on his balcony and delivers his sermon about the resurrection of Jesus Christ, there are 150,000 people standing in St. Peter's Square surrounding that tekken, that oldest symbol of resurrection, and every pope knows that story. So it begs the issue that not only do people of African ancestry need to have their memories restored, but people of all nations need to know the greater truth of an African story that has been hidden from most people on this planet.
In 1993, I think it was, I was at the Vatican, and they took us on a tour. And I asked the tour guide, could he allow me to see the Black Madonna? I thought he was going to have a heart attack. Tell us about the Black Madonna.
Well, the Black Madonna, there are several Black Madonnas. Pope John Paul II is from Poland, Czestochowa, and in Czestochowa, they have a shrine of the Black Madonna. So every time the Pope went home, he would go and pray at the feet of the Black Madonna. The Black Madonna is the Greek version of Isis and Horus, which is the Europeanized version of Heru and Aset. So this story that I told earlier about Asar, Aset, and Heru, and the virgin Aset being impregnated by the spirit of her husband Asar, and Aset giving birth to Heru on December the 25th. So if we follow that narrative, Aset was forced to flee for her life because the king of Kemet, Egypt at that time, Set, was looking to kill the sun. And so Aset and her son literally hid in the bulrushes. And I could take you to temples in Egypt and show you these images. And so she was Aset and Heru were worshipped by the Greeks as the Black Madonna and Child. And then it was later, much later, that Eusebius took these ancient stories, took these ancient myths, and that's the essence of it. This story is mythology. It is not a historical fact, but it is a myth that is used to imbue people with a certain level of understanding so that they can relate to things beyond the physical. And so it was Eusebius who grafted these stories into the new narrative that they were creating in order to control the people physically, mentally, and spiritually.
Purchase my unique African abstract original art painting or art print titled Aset and Heru. Images is very important in every culture because it helps create your reality. Decorate your home with history, knowledge, and culture of African melanated people. My art is available at rmitchellart.com. My link is also on my profile page.
So my people, una now. The Bible, God and Bible, Jesus, I think, was about 4,000 to 5,000 years ago, according to them. But this story happened 6,000 years ago, and it's traceable. Go and verify. Go to the Egypt. That is the current name. Then the name was Kemet. Kemet was the name. No, God is verifiable. It can verify it there. No wonder China said, no, I can't continue with this fake book. I can't continue with this fake book you guys call Bible. And China dropped that Christianity and embraced the way God wants them to worship him. The same thing happened to India. India said, no, I can't continue with this thing because they have made a research. And that's why they take Israel away from us. We don't make research. We don't know. So when someone is telling us, I did so surprised. We became so amazed. And some people that have emotion, we attach their strong emotion on it. Because they took Israel away from school. But China said, no, they can't continue. They threw the Bible in the dustbin. The same thing happened to India. India said, no. Because they have made a research and find that all those things is concaboo story in the Bible. Stories. India threw that Bible in the lagoon. Today, let me ask you, can you compare Nigeria with India? Can you compare Nigeria and India in any way? In population, India is bigger than us. India is 1.something billion. Population, if you don't know. India is 1.something billion. One state in India, some of them is bigger than Nigeria. One state in India. Some of them is bigger than Nigeria as a whole. The same thing applied to China. China is 1.something billion. And it was the same people that colonized both Nigeria, China, and India. But can you compare those countries with Nigeria today? The answer is no. Nigeria is second most prayerful country on this planet Earth. Nigeria is the second most prayerful country on this planet Earth after Afghanistan. But today, where is the result? Upon all the prayer, where is the result? Do you know why? Because you are just worshiping Westerners. They gave you that book to make you to become obedient to them. This is the fact. And that is why I say West Africa, we are waking up. It is time we say no to it. Because before the white people came to our land to give you that Bible, our ancestors, our fathers know that is God. They have already worshiping God. That's why we have names that bear Chukwuode, that is God. Chidimma, Chidebele. Such names. They bring this book to enslave us more. They bring this book to make you so what? So soft. They brought this book to make you so weak. And when we are talking, people will attach their emotion to it. Who cares? One day we have closed the Rubicon. We must preach you, tell you the truth, the gospel truth. Okay, let me ask you. Is it not the same Bible that these men are reading when they came to our land to enslave us? I'm asking you guys. Those of you that are too emotion, when they talk about Bible, is it not the same Bible these men are reading before they came to our land to enslave us for 400 years? Go to Ghana, go and see what they did to us in Ghana. That's why Ghana still preserve it. Go to Ghana. how they enslaved our ancestors, our fathers, our mother, how they put chain on their mouths, how they put them in the hole. Go to Ghana. Also go to Benin. But you know Nigeria have destroyed your own. Are they not reading this Bible before they came to enslave us for 400 years? Do you know what is 400 years? Anamajun, you that are watching me, do you know what is 400 years that they enslave us? They enslave our ancestors, they enslave our mothers, our fathers. Do you know? 400 years. Until they started manufacturing heavy machine that can help them to do the labor. That is why they abolished slave trade. If you don't know it. If you don't know it. And some people will tell me, hey, you are against the Westerners, you are against the Christians. They are the one that bring hospital for you, they are the one that bring technology for you. Okay? Madam, go and make a research. Those people that manufacture those, that invented all those things, 95% of them are not Christians. Go and make a research. Go and make a research and come and tell me. Those Westerners that invented all those things we are using today, they are not Christians. They are not Christians. Go and make a research. Let me give you an example. Okay, about even this apple. This apple is just yesterday. The apple, the man that owns apple, are born, give you, carry the Christianity, give to you guys. Say, I'm no more Christianity. Do you know why? The man denounced Christianity. The man that owns apple, he denounced Christianity. This one just happened yesterday. He denounced Christianity. Do you know why? Okay. He said, if that God of Bible will be there and watch how they slaughter Biafrans, how they use starvation to buy millions of children and women, that God of Bible must be a bad God. That he don't know more. He don't believe in it anymore. He denounced it. The man that owns Apple, go and make a research. Go and make a research. Go and make a research. Okay, now. Okay, now. Let's bring a video about Professor Mulumba. Let's bring one of the video. Let's listen to him. Let's listen to this first. Please hit your like button. Hit the like button and share the video.
Meet your president. You'll see Tony Blair come and meet your president. You'll see Macron come and meet your president. You'll see all of them. And then they will never admit, but they'll be told, if you want money in agriculture, behave this way. If you want money in this area, behave this way. They will never tell that to the Chinese. They will never tell that to the Indians.
Yeah.
They will never tell that to the Vietnamese. No. They will never tell that to the Koreans. No. But in Africa, they tell us. That is why, as I speak to you now, under this new scramble, the IMF and the World Bank are back, telling you who to hire in your universities, what to sell and what not to sell. It is a sad situation.
Yeah. Now, let me bring another one again. Another one again. Okay, let's listen to this again.
That we may make cars, praying and fasting so that we may get into the technological world. I've said it and I repeat it. The things that require technology will never be earned through theology. Theology has its place and technology has its place. And in Africa, we are, in my view, even disobeying God himself. If you look at the Christian Bible, it says, go ye and subdue the world, it says. And it says, by the sweat of thy brow, thou shalt live. How can you pray and fast and expect to compete? The Chinese are praying to their God. The Japanese, the Koreans, the others, but they are engaged in research because research is about God. If God says that he has created you in his own image and has given you a brain to think, how then do you think that God is going to supply you with manna and quail? I say sometimes half in jest and half seriously as a term of art, that if there was a kitchen where they were making manna in heaven and making quail, roasting quail and dropping them to man on earth, that kitchen was closed, never to be opened. There is a sense in which when you look at development in its totality, when we talk about development, we are not simply talking about roads and buildings and other things. Those are important. But we are talking about the development of the human person so that they have self-esteem, so that they are able to be aware of who they are and they know what they are and who their God is and how to relate with that God. But religion, as we practice in Africa today, is indeed one of the factors that is undermining African development. I remember myself saying at a different setting that prayers without action is superstition. Today, you see in many African countries, factories are being closed and they are being converted into church buildings. You see many critical institutions which ought to run being converted into church houses where no productivity is there. There is no production at all. It's just consumption and the collection of tithes and offerings. And the things that we ought to do for ourselves, we are praying and fasting.
Ntị ọ dịkwa? Ana m ajụ unu, ntị ọ dịkwa? Ntị ọ dịkwa? Are you learning something? Onwe ị na-amụta? Ntị ọ dịkwa? Those Chinas and Indians that abandon this Christianity and face their own way of worshiping God and go into technology and researching, are they not human beings? Are they not human beings? Or do you think they are smarter than us? If you go to the United States of America, out of every 5 doctors you see, 2 of them is from Nigeria. Very smart. You go to UK, out of every black doctor you see, 2 is from Nigeria. Very smart. As a matter of fact, in America say Nigerians are the most smartest immigrants they have. When they travel outside that country, they excel in various departments. They make name individually. But in Nigeria, guess what? You know why? That book you are holding is making you so weak. It's making you not to listen. That book you are holding in a go, they make you aluna young wago, you will only for you not about your son, not about your daughter. That book we are reading is making you to do that fasting. Open the next day, billions will be in your account. That book we are reading is making you so weak that you cannot get up and walk. That book in a go, they make you, your brain are so damaged, a matter your left and right. This is Maazị Ezumeze aka Nwaekwensu. I am not a preacher. I am not a broadcaster. But I am here for justice. So it's better we know our own God The same way China go to their own God. The same way India go to their own God. And let's abandon these Westerners with their God. There is for them. So for those of you now see that they manufacture this, they manufacture that, go and make a research. Those people that manufactured all those things, they are not Christians. They are not Christians. They are not Christians. Okay, so let's see if we have another video. We bring up. Let's bring this video from our brother, our young Igbo brother.
Man called David sinned against the Lord and began to ask him for forgiveness. And the Bible recorded that David's conscience began to judge him, and he said to the Lord, I've sinned greatly against you by taking this census. Please forgive me of my guilt for doing this foolish thing. And God replied David in verse 12. He says, go and tell David that this is what I, the Lord, have said. I've set for him 3 choices, and he must choose one. He must choose one of these punishments, and I will inflict it on him. 1, 7 years of famine throughout the land of Israel. 2, 3 months of freeing from your enemies. And 3 days of plague all around the land of Israel. And David, out of his desperation, chose 3 days of plague throughout the land of Israel. And in verse 15, the Bible recorded that morning, the Lord came down and inflicted plague all around the Israel. And the plague lasted for 3 good days. And the total of 70,000 people died. Hello? 70,000 people died because of a sin committed by one man called David. And the most funny thing part of that is that the man called David who inflicted or who caused this harm did not die. That means the Bible God is built on injustice. It was the person who introduced that a man will be punished not because of his own sin, but because of the sin of another person. But our own constitutional culture was built on the person who do evil will be punished for his doing evil, so that people will be conscious or deliberate of performing evil. And in a nation where justice is denied, equity cannot be found expression. Truth cannot find expression. So the Christian God was not built on justice. And so you can see where he was promising people that children will be punished for the sins of their ancestors. In fact, the Bible is the most contradictory book in the earth. Let me join you a little. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel chapter 18 verse 20, where the Bible God says that the person who sinned is the one who will die. For I will not punish a child for the sins of his parents, and the parents will not be punished for the sins of his child. It says the righteous one will be rewarded for their righteousness, and the wicked one will be rewarded for his wickedness. Go and read Ezekiel 18 verse 20. This was the exact word of God.
Ezekiel 18 verse 20.
To Exodus chapter 20 verse 5 and says, I am a jealous God. I, your Lord, am a jealous God. I punish the children for the sins of their parents. I reward the children with the sins of their parents, even to the 5th, 4th generation.
Now.
So the Bible God was actually the first person that enacted a system by which people can receive pain and punishment for the sins of the people other people committed or other laws people committed. But that is not justice. Any nation that finds justice is a nation that if you do evil, you get rewarded by your evil. That's why the system is becoming Sharia. And to make it worse, just Christ came and said, if a man slap you, turn your cheek for that person to slap you again. That means if I came to your house and rape your sister, find your sister and give me again. If I came to your home and steal from you, find your savings and give me again.
Don't use criminality. Don't mention that one.
When justice find expression. And any God that was not built on expression is a foolish God. That God is the government of the day. That is the system of the government we are seeing today. The government have lost justice because people are not punished because of their sin. People were punished because their financial horizon is not salvaging the voice of the justice. That's why the symbol of justice is a woman whose eye is tied. You don't need to close your eyes to see the truth. Our elders who hold the staff of authority those days or for, they never tied their eyes. You don't have to close your eyes to see the truth. The closing of eyes told that we don't want to see the truth. We want to see your lies back up with logic. That's the symbol of that justice.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. God bless you for coming out to teach us this. Honestly, I am so happy that the youths are beginning.
This video is there. What the Naflen Boa is there. Whatever this guy said is pure. And he give you the advice. Go and verify. The same Bible, go to New Testament. Well, say, slave, be loyal to your master. The same Bible in Agos is slave, be loyal to your master. And who are the slaves? Who are the slaves? Is it not your ancestors? Is it not your ancestors? Our mothers, our fathers? That we are slaves then. That they should be loyal to their masters for them to see the kingdom of God. Or about that thing. So you as a slave, you will be loyal to a man in your land, capture at gunpoint. America, UK. The same Bible God says you have to be loyal to them. This thing. This thing. Who are the slave? Is it America with the slave? No. Or is it the UK with slave? No. Or is it the Germany with slave? No. That they ask you that you must be loyal to them. Even Bible, in book of in New Testament. Too emotion. You know, I go say some milli. It did too emotion. You know, I go say some milli. I'm going to more mazi ezumezu. AKA nwe ekwensu. Aka me ekwuchile eziokwu dim n'ọnụ dim n'ime. Ọwụrụ asị ka m masịrị gị. I told you this program I block for ndị nwe little arts. Program out for program hard calls. Ndị eziokwu na-adị mma. This program I block for anybody. So ị na-anọdụ ọgụ ma nwanne ịgbawa ụzọ isi ebe a pụọ. Mgbe ọsọ na-ekwu nke dịgo mma ịbata nsogbu adịrọ. Akpara ya mmụọ. So I'm Jew. The Bible says that slaves should be loyal to his master. Who are the slave? Can I June? So I'm loyal now to the American, to UK, to Germany, to Europeans. That is why poverty poverty ten ship tinye na Nigeria. Ndị ya cross over. One before imechi anya mburu anya, you mouth anybody. Even man ndị papa man ndị mama onye ọbụla amakpọ ụgbọ mmiri in our land. Because they will go this Bible. No, this so weak. No, you guys cannot ask questions. You guys cannot hold government to accountability. Everything will Chineke. Everything Chineke. Chineke is in little be a silly go phone solid need you. Asika go leba bam get to weba 72 times. But look at Israel. Look at the enemy Israel. Paul of by Israel about 35. Something name men in Nigeria and they say God of Israel come and help. God of Israel come and help. But in Israel, Israel will guns and bullets will settle all the issue. The only Megu and that's the God of Israel. A bento fasting, dry fasting, liquid fasting. But in Israel, as the God of Israel, I want to face their own reality. Will they settle their own issues? Will they settle their own issues? I told you, these people were reading this Bible before they settled in 1887 or 84 in Berlin Conference. To divide Africa. Okay, this side. They were reading this Bible in Agu today. All those Pachalu na anyunu. Listen. Last year, I asked the God of land should wake up. The gods of the land should wake up. I know that now an Igbo or Balakpa go there. Oh, they go too much. But see me belly. See me belly. I put people are waking up across Africa. As of today, Burkina Faso, Mali, and the other country again. Burkina Faso, Mali, and one other country again. But I do 3 countries. They have break out from ECOWAS. They are no more ECOWAS. 3 countries have break out from ECOWAS. They are done with this Western idea. They use the Bible and Quran to cage us. They are done. These people are reading this Bible before they came to our land to take our ancestors, our mothers, our fathers in plantain plantation. They were reading the Bible. Look at China. They are worshiping God in their own way. If you go to China, also India or China, you can meet an engineer or a doctor. He doesn't know how to speak English. He doesn't know how to pronounce A, but he's a doctor, a qualified doctor. He can meet a surgery doctor, Amalas English, but he's a doctor. But in Nigeria, guess what? Until we start adding values to ourselves. Now I have a couple of videos I'm going to play before I went down. All those fake pastors. I have a couple of videos I'm going to play with them. I'm going to play. Well, before yeah, so let's listen to.
You can never telecast Christian message on BBC. They don't allow.
First of all, let me say something about this man. I don't know, you guys know this. This is our brother, an Igbo man. I think his church is in Jos, Plateau State. That was the time when you prophesied about our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There was a time when you prophesy about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But guess what? All the prophecies, did anyone come to pass? Nothing. On a prophecy, see that was last year, that it will be during the conflict between Buhari, Tinubu and whatever. Then okay, they will now release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all of them prophesied about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When did anyone come to reality? No. Oh, you school no. All those people, they are fake. But let's listen, because our message is getting to them, to those pastors. Our message is getting to them also. And some of them are adjusting. Let's listen to him.
Us to telecast anything Christianity. Now BBC now him come out to defend Christianity. Please open your eyes. Do you know I googled so many things and I found out that the word letter J is not a sound in Hebrew language. Hebrew have no pronunciation of letter J. Their J is being pronounced as Y. That name, Jesus, right, which was given to us. Are you getting me? Which is from Hebrew. The word Jesus in Hebrew is being pronounced as Yeshua. Yeshua. And the word Yeshua is being pronounced in English word as Joshua. Not Jesus, as Joshua. Yeshua. Please Google it. Check this. I don't do any other thing than to study from morning to night. You get me now? Now, how come that word Jesus? Because he said a virgin will have a son and his name shall be called Emmanuel. Not E as in E, because E also is not in Hebrew word. E is pronounced as I. Are you getting me? Emmanuel means God was with us. Please, are you paying attention? In 1349, there was a man called Gregorian. He was the first person that brought the word letter J. Every alphabet is being brought by an individual. You get it now? And this young man brought this very letter. But the colonial master that colonized us uses a man which brought K to lift for us, to make us servant. Look up here. There are many quotations in the Bible that are personally kept to enslave us, the Africans. Look up here. I don't take serious of any word Timothy, James, Peter, Matthew. These are never disciples of Christ. I will tell you people what you don't know. There are many words put there by individual, by these Englands, to use it that time to be suppressing the black, because they took your tradition, your belief, which is in Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Everything you see there is your tradition, is African tradition. They look for what they can use to enslave you to serve them. I will give you some quotations that are not to edify Christianity, but to suppress the black in the Bible. Are you getting me? Jesus' name in Hebrew was Yeshua, which translated to English as Joshua. The white borrowed that name, Jesus, from the Bible to enslave us. But in Hebrew language, there is no word pronounced as letter J. It's just like in our language now, you would say that it's Chanyon. We don't have any pronunciation in Igbo language, Chanyon. Are you getting me here now? So if Hebrew, where Jesus come, there's nothing like J pronunciation, then how? Some questions are being used by the whites, or the quotations, some quotations are being used by the white to enslave us. I will give you 1 Corinthians 7. Let's read from verse 20 to 21. You will see that this word was purposely used for slave trades. They will bring the Bible and they will say we should read that time. He said, let each one remain in the same calling. Can God tell you to remain in the same statue of your limitation without going far, without extending? We serve a progressing God. He said, let each one remain in the same calling in which he was called. Look at it. What called? Where were you called while a slave? Do not be concerned about it. Imagine. This is what they use. Do not be concerned about you being a slave. Remain a slave. Do not be concerned about it. But if you can be made free, rather use it. Amen. For he who is called in the Lord, why a slave, is the Lord freed. That is not the word of God. But this young man, Paul, added it for a purpose. I will open your eyes so that you understand what these people outside country are passing through. In 1 Timothy 6 from verse 1, the same slavery they use is not slave to serve God. No. He said, let us many both servants as are under the yoke count their own master worthy of all honor. Every servant should count his own master worthy of all honor, so that the name of God and his doctrine may not be blasphemed. That is why anytime a black want to rise, they suppress you. People like us, you can't intimidate us. We have known the truth before now. Colossians 3 from verse 22. Colossians 3, 22. It says, both servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service as men. What? Pleasers, but in sincerity of hearts, fearing God. They are using that also to speak to us then as a servant, to serve them. In 1 Peter 2:18, they cheapen such word also.
This pastor that is GO, he have a church in Jos. I don't need to explain. We are waking them up. Even the pastors are waking up. You hear it from his mouth that he said he don't believe in some names in New Testament that they were used to enslave us. No, they are cool here. He said, pastor. So this spirit is waking people across all over. It doesn't matter. Often you call it today, tomorrow, equal it today, tomorrow, equal. You can allow all that tomorrow, you. Now, let me start playing some of the fake prophecy they gave to you guys before we call it a day. Let me play a few ones. First, I want to show you guys. Okay, let me show you about Father Ibu Monster. Watch. I don't have much time. Oh yeah. Onye nwa.
Arimaya Sunderia Baba
Aki na
Karaboshinderia
ọkwa
Baba Karaboshi.
ije enu.
The sake of his sorrowful passion.
Yeah.
Now wrong we hear him Makamo.
Okay.
Obaroto Makame.
Okay.
Eze Baroto Makame. Obaroto Makame. Onyeze Baroto Makame. Obaroto Makame.
You can see. Deceivers. Obu akpasimenti n'aka. But anyị nwa na-agodo mmụọ. Ị na-agodo okpenshi na-emekwalago. Asị na ị na-efe arụsị apịrị apị. But nne nke ọpa n'aka. Nne nke oku ka nwa. Oku ka nwa. Ọ na-agwa na ọ gbara ọtọ maka ya. Na ọ gbara ọtọ maka ya na ọ nwụrụ n'elu obe maka ya. But mother that the first people who Chineke nke owu ya wụ papa ya na mama ya kpọpụtara ya ụwa. Now, let me bring a video about him again that I want you guys to judge. Okay.
Hey, Reverend Father Ubemons, Onyenna.
Listen, this is the same man pa nke akpọ Jesus n'aka so na ọ gbara ọtọ maka ya na ọ nwụrụ n'ogbe maka ya nwunye ya watch kind of you woman now. That was oge ọ na-akwa mama ya ka papa ya ọkpara no. Now you need to practice the tradition of his own community. Na ya ka ofu ebe ọba. Watch ya.
Nwanne m na-egwu gbapụ nwanne m ma dị ndụ gba first na kwana ebe ọ na-etu ijele ego ya nwanne m ọya bụ ihe anyị na-afụ n'ụwa mata what. Yes, ka Chineke na mkpụrụ obi ya na ndokwa. Amen. Nwanne mmadụ. Sorry, Reverend Father Ubemons, Onyenna. Nwanne m na-egwu gbapụ nwanne m ma dị ndụ gba first na kwana ebe ọ na-etu ijele ego ya nwanne m ọya bụ ihe anyị chọrọ na-afụ n'ụwa. Let love lead. Nke a bụ culture anyị ịghọtago no matter what. Yes, I love this, I love it. Nwanne ka m na-ekwe maka ọnwụ mma gị ka Chineke na mkpụrụ obi ya na ndokwa. Amen. Nwanne mmadụ. Sorry, Reverend
Unafle? All the same person pa nke akpọ Jesus. Why Jesus? Na asị na ọ gbara ọtọ maka ya. Ọ nwụrụ n'obi na ya ka ọ na practice culture. Ka ndị na-eti ijele. Ọ ndị Igbo. Ndị ọdịnala. Anyị na-eti ijele. Na ka ọ na practice dị omenala. Ka ndị na-deceive. Can they deceive? Why can't you come out and tell your people the truth? And you know, in those days, no way family na this is jelly, especially. And this family na this is jelly, especially. Obodo na make them na club even the on. Ad wiche oga ka Igbo dị nsọ. Only special family na-ebu ọ bụla every family na-ebu ijele. No, but ijele wụ oke mmọnwụ. Ijele wụ oke mmọnwụ. Only special family na-ebu ijele. And ọ bụla every other person will ebu ijele. No. But na ka ọ ba n'ime ijele. Pụta, kenda na-awọgbu. Kenda na-awọgbu. Now, okay. Going for some fake ones. You hear the people there, I think I don't need to talk much because I don't have much time.
Today my spirit will pray, my soul will pray, my body will pray. I pull my members. Pull, boy, 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 boy. Why, adi, why.
Karl Marx had seen it
What is
coming,
this?
and he was spot on. When
What is this? The man in the pass on them. The man nagas on there. Can you that one? If they know, you guys should be ashamed of yourself. We are going back to our roots. We are going back to our roots. We are waking our people up. Now, I want to bring this man.
Madam, there is an old man, the man who is sick in your family is a man. Eh? You are not ready. I said, the man, help this woman. The man bringing snake in your compound is a man. The snake that pass every time you see snake pass.
Yes, sir.
Lines of snakes.
Yes,
everywhere in the compound.
Yes.
It's a man.
Yes, sir.
The door is a man.
Yes, sir. We just talked about this. This is my mother's sister. We just talked about
Bring her up. You talked about it.
Yes, sir.
That what?
She told my mom yesterday that
it's a man.
That is saw a python and they are suppressing a man, and then I just thought I would follow her and let's come here today. So I was praying for the.
They say they are suppressing a man.
Yes, sir.
Can I prophesy? Python! Moving the family. Huh?
Two days ago.
The big python.
Yes, sir.
2 days ago.
Yes, sir.
In your compound.
Yes, sir.
Can I prophesy? Madam, should I kill the man that is bringing python in the compound?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And this python is swallowing the blessings of the family. Anytime it passes around the family, it swallows blessings of the children.
Yes, sir.
People are out of the country, but they are not doing good.
Yes, sir.
This is why people criticize me. Therefore, because they are confused, the kind of grace is working on my head. Madam, by God, must be killed. The Bible says, someone of the wish to live.
Amen.
The man is there. See how good his eye is. Transform.
Let me take this nonsense out. You can see when this man is a pastor from Cameroon. It's not in Nigeria. It's from Cameroon. You can see what he's saying to what he's telling. He says the prophecy is giving out. People are shouting. All those things is fake, arranged, fake. All of them, fake. No, maybe you guys may ask, why am I playing this video? You can see. He said, "Can I prophesy?" I say, "Yes, sir." On our call. Now snake nego nke me they know the babies, they know the prosperity. And now let me shock you guys now. From the same man, let me shock you guys. The prophet Onye, let me shock you guys. From the same man. Okay.
Today, quick message between Cameroon and Nigeria today. Nigerian Super Eagle, please just pack your bags. Before you go to the field, just pack your bag. It is over. Cameroon is trashing Nigeria today, 3 goals to 1.
I'm sorry. This is the same man I played the video just now. This is the man that giving them the prophecy before Nigeria and Cameroon match. You know, anything about Nigeria is not, but I'm just trying to use this as a lesson for us to understand what is going on, what these people are doing to our people. The same man that talk about python, swallowing baby, everything. Listen to his prophecy he gave.
I'll be watching the match live and direct, and if I wish I'm going to add the goals, I'll make it like 5 goals. And this message is not for those that are doing gambling, because I will frustrate you anytime at any seconds. So, but the facts behind the whole declaration right now is that Cameroon is winning Nigeria. So Super Eagle, I love your team so very much. I love Nigerians. I love them. But this is football and this is a game. I want victory in my nation, Cameroon. So I want all the bloggers share this viral, make it go viral. Cameroon is winning Super Eagles today, 3 goals to 1. That is the game. That is the total scores for today's game. So Super Eagle, like I said, pack your bags. It's rather unfortunate that you met Cameroon, the indomitable Lions, at this stage. So we see again next season. Goodbye, Super Eagle. Pack your bags. You are going home today. You are leaving today the Nations Cup, because the indomitable Lions of Cameroon are coming like the Lions. They are coming wild like the Lions, and we are going to win today big time. Cameroonians, I want you to share this live broadcast. Share it. Let it go viral. Share it massively. All the bloggers, this is Prophet Elijah Abiri, the prophet of fire talking. I am not talking today in parables. I am talking today straight word from the mouth of the prophet of God. Decree a thing and it shall come to pass. That is what is happening right now. Cameroon is winning, trashing the Super Eagles of Nigeria, 3 goals to 1. If I make it 5, I can make it 5. I can make it 5. So all Cameroonians, get your t-shirt. If you are watching me right now, you are the supporter of the indomitable Lions of Cameroon, or you are a Cameroonian, wear on your t-shirt, put on your t-shirt, get your maillot, your jersey, put it on today. Everybody start joking, because from here I am going to get my old t-shirt. I'm going to put on my t-shirt. I'll be watching the match with my t-shirt.
The same man prophesying to that woman that python is swallowing her baby, swallowing the prosperity in the family. People are shouting, amen. Can I prophesy? I say prophesy. You know, look at the prophecy he gave. Now let me ask you guys, what is the result of Nigeria and Cameroon match yesterday? What is the result? And Majuno, what is the result? The result was 2-0. Nigeria won Cameroon 2-0. But this Okoko, this Anofia, Amogolu, they prophesy that Cameroon will win by 3-1. That if you can make it, if you can make it to 5-1, 5-0, he will be able to make it, but he cannot make it. On the pastor, the same Bible God, they use this Bible to make you so weak. They use this Bible to make you so you cannot listen. Now, let me also bring another pastor. They call it celebrity pastor in Nigeria. What he said again. No, those. Oh, yeah.
Who is going to win today? So let me tell you who is going to win. So I received.
This one is in Nigeria. It's in Nigeria. No, listen to what he said.
A lot of message, a lot of call from my sons and daughters. So let me tell you who is going to win today, and this prophecy must be confirmed. So this match is going to end with 2-1. So who is going to win this match? Watch this video to the end, and make sure you share this video Because this prophecy must be confirmed so that many people can know that great men of God still exist. Okay? Please do me a favor and share this video. Make sure you share this video. Okay? God bless you as you do. So, in the realm of the spirit, when I was praying and God opened my eyes, the person that is going to win this match today, the person that is going to win this match today. So, I don't know why. The problem of many people is because sometimes when I get prophets like this, they don't watch the video to the end before they start commenting. So please make sure you watch the video to the end before you comment. So God bless you. So don't forget to share the video. Okay. So I've received a lot of message. I've received a lot of message. Some people said, Daddy, please, and I want to go and play bet. So I don't advise you to play. Okay. So I don't advise you. I will never advise my children to go and bet for. No. That is not it's not good at all. Okay. So the person that is going to win and is going to earn with 2-1. Librada do Shatalaba is going to end with 2-1. So please make sure you share this video. So God is about to do something. God is about to do something for these people. Cameroon. God is about to do something today for them. So, Cameroonian, I am seeing Cameroonian. Cameroon, I am seeing them. You know. See, I pray. So when I come out like this to talk, people think that maybe I don't love Nigeria. That is why I always come out to talk about Nigeria. Nigeria is going to lose. Nigeria is going to do that. So, Cameroonian is going to win this match today. Nigeria is going to lose woefully. Nigeria is going to lose woefully because you cannot build in a broken foundations. So, Cameroonian is going to win. But, please, Cameroonians, I am here to back you in prayer. I am here to back you in prayer. I am here to pray for you. So, Cameroonian is going to win and go.
Nonsense. Let me take this nonsense out. I am here to back Cameroon in player. I am here to back Cameroon in player. I'm asking you guys, what is the result? What is the result? So for those of you that are too emotional, anytime they talk about Christianity, anytime we say we need to go back to our roots, he said, no. He said he's here to tell you that there is still a prophecy in the land. He has prophesied. What is the result? What is the result? I'm asking you guys. What is the result? So, dear friends, what we are saying that we are going back to our roots. We are going back to our roots. We are tired of this fallen religion. Call it Muslim or Christian. We are tired. We want to worship God the way God created us, the way God wants us to worship Him, the same way China did, the same way Japan did, the same way India did, the same way other countries did, and they become great. The same way we are going back to our roots. No man become great through imitation. No. Let them come and take their own Bible. I have chosen here. We want to go back to our roots and worship Chukwu Okike Abiyama the same way He wants us to do it. So on this note, mmasị na onye afọ taa ka afọ echi. This is Maazị Ezumezu aka Enwe Ekwensu. Asị m udo dịrị unu, mma mmanụ ya. Anyị ndụ nwoke ndụ nwaanyị, onye afọ taa anyị afọ echi. Please share the program. Share the program to your WhatsApp group and let it go. So our people will be more educated. We are waking up. Nobody can stop us. You can't stop a moving train. Bye bye.